Hi, my name's Zacc and I'm an alter in our DID system. Just here today to do a little bit of an intro because I've never said hi on the channel before, and also just to chat a little bit about how I was pretty reluctant to be part of our system and now I'm pretty sort of glad that I am. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let's get started. Presumably everybody, I don't know, if you're watching this then you might know what the idea is. If you don't, you should find out. We have a condition called dissociative identity disorder, which means we have multiple personalities living in the same body. It's a trauma-based disorder and there's tons of research. Maybe we'll add some sort of things in the description. There's so many videos explaining what it is, so if you Google it then you can find out. I won't bore you with an explanation now. So as I said, my name's Zacc. So my appearance obviously in a world is, so the next bit on the list is likes, dislikes and interests. So I like music a lot. I'm happy to listen to lots of different types of music, but I like something if I could hop in a mosh pit to, I guess. Dislikes, what do I dislike? Bullshit. Do you know what really annoys me is if someone's just not being straight with me. I don't like talking to someone and thinking they might be thinking something else than they're telling me. That really annoys me. It's just feels like a bit of a waste of my energy. If you are pissed off, be like, hi, I'm pissed off. And I'll be like, hi, pissed off, I'm Zacc. Sorry, that's really bad. Don't even judge me. But do you know what I mean? Just bullshit. I don't have the time for it. Interests, like I said, obviously music. Like a bit of Netflix. Now I've been out, don't really have it in the world, but it's quite cool. I like a good sort of bit creepy program. I like a bit of dark humour. That's just my life. I realise that sexuality is not on that list, but I'm pretty sure that other people who've done intros have said that. So I went into that like I was going to give you a really definitive answer, and I actually don't really know. I'm going to go with my mind wants to say straight, and then I know that's not true. So my role in the system, I guess if you was to give me a title or a role description, I'd probably be a protector, but I only sort of realised that today. And I don't really consider myself that, but then when I describe what I do, it sort of fits the description of protector. I also know that I've probably done some persecutory things in the past. My role is basically I'm Mr. Travel Man. There's a song like that in there. Mr. Travel Man. Basically, anytime we are on a train or a bus or we're walking somewhere or we're getting picked up or in a taxi, basically I'm going to be there because I'm sort of there just to keep everyone sort of calm. Quite a few members of our system get a sensory overload and really struggle with social situations. I don't particularly I'm not social, but I also can deal with a fair amount of noise and sensory input. Obviously, that's probably just our brain, so I can't exactly deal with loads, maybe as much as other people externally, but for our system I'm probably one of the people that's quite good at that. So I'm sort of there to, one, deal with it, get us where we need to be, also put on sort of a don't you fucking talk to me face. I'm quite good at that. Sort of am there just to make sure no one messes with us, I guess. That's basically all I do. So I've got sort of this really narrow role, but then also really wide because it means that actually, to be honest, I've been close quite a bit. That sort of leads me on a little bit because I said I'm sort of out or around a lot, but it's only actually been within the last sort of month or so that I've been knowingly around. So what happened was we were at a bus stop, it was a big bus station. I was there, really, really close, and she was sort of like, hang on a second, this feels like maybe there's someone else, this doesn't feel like me who's out, sort of, with sort of like coke on. She was like, is anyone there? Like, obviously you don't have to answer me if you don't want to, like, you know, doing a, like, compassionate thing, don't have to answer me if you don't want to, but, like, if you are there, like, I'm happy to say hi, sort of thing. And I was like, fuck's sake, sort of, and she was like, oh, okay, clearly someone who doesn't really want to be found. So she'd sort of then thought someone else was close, and then thought, do you know what, I get this feeling quite a lot, and had sort of like started to connect the dots in her head that maybe there was someone else who was around in these sort of situations. And I was like, for fuck's sake, like, I really just didn't want to be found. I really just wanted to sort of live on my own in peace. I didn't feel like I had the energy to like get to know everyone and like introduce myself, talk about, like, I knew if I came out I might have to talk about like trauma crap. I don't want to do that. Like I was just pretty happy doing my job, walking around, seeing cities, and nobody knowing I was there. So she sort of like threw out a couple of like open questions, and I sort of was like thinking about them. And I was like, I don't really want to talk, but then I sort of kept like throwing a little bit of information out, and but I know, why did I say that? And then like having this real like internal like battle of like, I kind of want to talk to this person that I know pretty well, and also don't want to at all. It's real like conflict. And anyway, we did end up chatting. I ended up saying who I was and a bit about me and all of that kind of stuff. So when we got back, she was like, well, I noticed that you're pretty annoyed. Do you want to write in our like system journal? And I was like, actually, yeah, I will do that. So I just like wrote out pages like real scribbly, like writing out. That was actually like really helpful. And then what basically happened that evening was Amber was sort of like, do you want to do anything? And I was like, what do you mean, do I want to do anything? And she was like, well, you're around, you're out, like, is there anything that you want to do? And I was like, really like, kind of struck, like, yeah, actually, that'd be quite good. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, do you know what looked real good, what we've seen a couple of episodes of, was the End of the Fucking World series. I was like, that looks good. She was like, do you want to watch that? And I was like, yeah. Can I eat some food too? She's like, yeah. So I was sat there with my little chips and my prawn things, watching End of the Fucking World. Really good series, I personally really enjoyed it. And I was like, well, this is pretty sweet actually. And then sort of over the next couple of days, just sort of did similar things, then introduced myself to the rest of the system. A couple of people knew who I was, most people didn't know who I was. Met some like really cool people actually that I'd sort of known was there, like they're the system, so I knew that they was there, but I didn't have any interest in talking to them. There's people who were like similar age as me and similar sort of interests. There was someone who was new at the same time as me. We sort of got to be quite good friends. Met some cool people like that were just there all along, and I've been out, and it's actually been really nice to have Amber know I'm there, and on the trains and stuff have her be like, actually I'd quite like to try and do this on my own, or actually like, Zacc, can you help me? Like, be able to say that phrase, Zacc, can you please help? Like, without me always just having to be alert. Now that she actually knows I'm there, I can relax a little bit, because I know if she wants that help, she knows exactly what that help is and who the person behind that help is. So that's pretty nice. I got to go to I was out when we went to Bristol the other day to see a musician that we really enjoy, a lot of us really like. That was really sick, like allowing myself to actually be fully out. I never was really able to be fully out for events that I enjoyed. I always just was here, just giving off a vibe, just sort of passively influencing, never actually getting to be out and be me. So I just sort of wanted to say that, like, put that out there, that there are going to be people in the system that don't want to be involved in the system, and that's okay, because for me, that's probably because this little mini group that we have was involved in sort of a next stage sort of trauma event, so that wasn't something that anyone was ready to listen to or ready to even know existed for a very long time. So there's probably something in there that's probably maybe what's behind me not wanting to be involved, because the brain's not going to be able to cope, the rest of the system isn't going to be able to cope with me being there saying, you guys don't know all the story, like, sorry. Like, there might be reasons why that person doesn't want to be involved. Reach out to them if you want to. Also respect that they might not want to be found, but also something really good can come out of finding them and allowing them to come to you and be open and do the things that they enjoy to do. And from the other perspective of people who don't want to be found, I was one of those people. I was really fucking angry that I got found out. That sort of felt like my job was to not be found, and I've got found out. I haven't let myself come forward. I've been found. I felt a bit like a failure, to be honest with you. But actually, something really bloody good came out of me opening up and saying, okay, I am here. I'm not going to talk about a lot of stuff to do with me, but I am here, and do you know what, maybe I will give getting to know this system a go. I'm really glad I did it, actually. Just this past month has been probably one of the best months that I've had. Some really good things have come out of it, and it's helped me feel valid as a person. It's really easy to lose yourself when you're just co-conscious all the time with someone else. Like, I am a person in my own right. It's been really helpful to discover that. That's my little piece I just wanted to say, along with my intro. I think I'll just leave it there though, and if anyone has any like questions or would like to know any more things about me, like, I don't know, who I relate to in the system, or any other facts about me, like, then obviously you can like ask me them. Now I'm here, I actually wouldn't mind sort of chatting to some people. If you enjoyed it, then please do subscribe to our channel. Basically, our channel is just sharing our lives with DID, sharing the adventures we have to figure out being having dissociative identity disorder and being a system. Videos about DID, videos about our system, about mental health in general, about gender, LGBTQ stuff, general well-being, like all that kind of stuff. Our lives with DID, that's what we're sharing. So if that's sort of interesting to you, then you can subscribe if you want to, and you can like the video to be like, Zacc, you did okay, because feel like I'm fucking it up. And I'm gonna fuck off. See you later. Bye. Oh, I missed. Do you know what? I thought that would be really easy. Oh, days. Yes! Okay. I'll just pretend that was the first try I did. Nobody has to know.